Hey y'all, good morning. It is Saturday, December, is it the 17th? Holy cow, yes. And as you can tell by my getup, it's chilly, it's cold. And this will be the final double-digit run of Dopey training. I'm headed out for 10 miles. I'm sure you're like, okay, but where have you been? We'll talk about that, I promise. But let me get warmed up, like literally warmed up, because I'm freezing, and we'll get to talking about some things, because there's a lot to update you on. There's some life things that I need to update you on, and yeah, okay, ready? Looking like a samurai. Hi-ya! Let's go. I've heard it said that a goal without an ounce of fear is just a step within a comfort zone. Dare to Dopey with me as I journey, train, and achieve a 48.6 mile long step outside of my own comfort zone. The Dopey Challenge at Walt Disney World's Marathon Weekend in January of 2023. Two and a half miles in, at an average 13:36. I'll take that. So let's get down to brass tacks. What does that mean? What does get down to brass tacks mean? I don't know. Anyway, so after wine and dine, I got home and things. I'll just leave it at that. Things. Lots of things. Lots of heavy things. So I will be the first to admit that I did not handle said stuff very well. Like, at all. For the 10 days after wine and dine, it was honestly a little bit easier to just let the world happen around me and not be an active participant in it. And so that's what I chose to do. So that's the 2 weeks after wine and dine. Now, letting the world happen around you and not being an active participant also means I wasn't training at all. I think there was a gym walk here and there, but nothing of substance. Nothing of what I should have been doing according to the training plan. Update. We are 4.5 in, over 4.5 in, and the reason, let's back up. Rise and run, I love you, but I have to turn you down on my aftershocks because I'm getting distracted. So that was the first 2 weeks after wine and dine. Well, then kicks off Thanksgiving. And for those of you who don't know, I do work at a trauma hospital, and believe it or not, hospitals don't shut down because it's the holidays. So I was on the Thanksgiving team this year, which meant I worked upwards of, I think it ended up being 12 days straight, like the 12 days of Christmas, but 12 days of misery. And in those 12 days, there was a lot that happened internally. It's like when you're faced with your mortality, as often as I was in those 12 days, you begin to take some inventory on what matters, what's the most important. where am I spending the most of my time? And so that just, again, got things stirring in me, if you will, of I'm not happy there anymore. Not like I used to be. I'm burned out. Healthcare worker burnout is a very real thing, and it was made even more real around COVID time, because yeah, we're heroes, have a pizza party. Yeah, but we're also struggling, and we, the healthcare people at the bedside, had become the brunt of people's frustrations, the brunt of their anger about their loved one's situation. And I know some of that is, you cannot help that. You absolutely cannot. I understand that. I can't say that I wouldn't be the same way if it was my loved one, but there comes a point where you just get tired. You get tired of dealing with it. You get tired of having to psych yourself out in the parking lot, sitting in the car before you go start your shift. So the 12 days happen, and I just realized this doesn't bring me the joy that it used to. And I am missing valuable time with my kids. I am missing the holiday lunches. I'm missing the parties. I am missing all this stuff because I'm getting yelled at out of bedside by a family member who doesn't understand why I'm telling them that their loved one can't eat, because I'm almost 135% positive that their loved one is putting food and drink into their lungs. I am the bad guy. So I'm missing all that stuff with my family to be the bad guy. And that didn't sit right with me. That did not sit right with me. So I made a change. And through that, I changed my availability to what we in the medical field call PRN, or as needed. So they will call me if there's work, and I have the flexibility to now say, no thank you, not today. Or, sure, I can come in for a couple hours. So it still allows me to be at the bedside, but it's on my terms. And where I am in life right now, where we are as a family right now, that's the perfect fit. Because I need the ability to say, no, I'm going to go have lunch with the boys today. Or I'm going to go have lunch with my daughter today. Or I really need to sit down and siphon through all this footage that's been sitting for months now. I have to do other things. I know that I am at the turnaround spot. No, I'm not. My watch says I'm not, so I'm gonna keep going. I know that I am very privileged. That is not lost on me, to be able to reduce my work hours and not have it financially devastate us. I get that. But at the end of the day, what I couldn't put a price on was my ability to be there for my family, my kids, of having the memory of mom was at all of my school parties, and she was at all this. She was there. My mom was there. When you hear the phrase, when you look back on your life, you're not going to say, I wished I had worked longer. It's more along the things of I wish I had spent more time with my kids. I wish I had done X, Y, and Z. And in making this change, hopefully, knock on wood, many years, when I have that opportunity to look back, I can say, I'm so glad that I decided to make the change where I can be a better wife and mom and friend and runner, YouTuber, whatever. Because I was able to put something on, not the back burner, but the side burner, if you will. And that is my full-time job. So here we go. It's about to be a wild ride. This change is effective at the end of the year, which is like not that long, not that far away. Oh my gosh. Now let's talk about that failed Dopey simulation that I was supposed to do the week of Thanksgiving. The weather was not my friend, and neither was the fact that a, major holiday fell during that week. So I had started out, I had done the first 2 days of it at the gym, and then Thursday, because I was going to do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because on Saturday, the long run, I could at least go in a little bit later to work because there would have been 2 of us there. So that was the plan. Well then, okay, Thanksgiving Day happens, and it's not just pouring down rain, it's thunder and lightning. And my phone is ringing, and it's Tara. Let's hear what Miss Tara has to say. Hello.
How you doing? How you doing?
You're on my recording right now.
Oh, well, hi. Hi, recording.
Hello, everyone on the GoPro.
Hello.
So, not well. I'm not doing well.
How far are you?
I'm currently at 6.68 miles.
Okay, how far do you have to get back to the car?
10 miles.
I'm so sorry. You have 10 miles till you get back to the car?
Well, when I get to the car, I will have done 10 miles. So I've got 4.2.
So you made the decision to keep going at 3?
Yes, because I felt fine.
Okay.
And then right through the 4.5 mile marker, very, very, very sharp right knee pain. And because, because why not? Why not? So, so I just started walking. I adjusted my intervals to 3-minute walk to 1-minute run, and thought that would be sufficient. Couldn't even make it 5 steps in the run. So I am straight up walking it, probably below Balloon Lady pace, but here, here's the thing. So I make it those 5 steps, and I'm on the verge of tears, and I round the corner, and who do I see there?
Pastor Danny.
Pastor Danny.
Of course.
Why the heck would I not? So he was like, how are you? How's it going? And I was like, not great. I was almost about to start crying, and then I saw you. So
it's like he was meant to be there.
I know. So anyway, he was like, well, where does it hurt? And I was telling him, and he was like, that sounds like IT band. Because he deals with IT band stuff. So I was like, it's fine when I'm walking, it's when I go to run. And he was like, that's exactly like my IT band. So so now I'm just in survival mode to get back to the car, and then I'm gonna go really focus on IT band stretching and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, because like now like my ankle hurts because I'm compensating. So
don't mess yourself up. We are too
I'm not. I know, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, how many years have I been running? How many marathons have I trained for? Well, this is my second one. Okay, how many half marathons? I have never had IT band issues, ever.
It's like, hello, I'm coming to visit you now.
Right. It's like, it's like the Christmas Carol, like the three ghosts. I don't like this one. This is the creepy Ghost of Christmas Past. I want the fat, jolly Christmas present one. Or future, whichever one that one is.
No, future's terrible. You don't want future.
Okay, present, right? That's the one that it's Pete in Mickey's Christmas Carol? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one on top of the presents.
Yes.
And treasure.
Yes.
Yeah. The Crypt Keeper is the one that is for future.
Oh, we don't want the Crypt Keeper. No. No.
Please no.
Please don't. So, anyway, so I was calling to tell you that my wheels are falling off.
No, your wheels are not falling off.
But they're not. The like, screw things are coming loose, so I'm just rolling in neutral right now. I'm not giving her any gas.
Oh, you're still doing good. You're still getting the miles. Even if you need to slow it down any more, you're still getting the miles. Like,
right.
Don't stress.
I'm not.
Struggle bus at that point anyway.
True.
So just don't
That's
injure
true.
yourself, please.
That's true. We will be struggle bus at this point.
Well, I definitely can't carry you, so.
And nor would I ask you to, because I'm not the lightest of individuals. So.
But I would definitely try.
Oh, I know.
I'm not getting to this finish line by myself. You better come on.
Get it together.
Get your life together.
Okay, back to what we were talking about. Dopey simulation. So Thanksgiving Day happens, and it's not only pouring down rain, but it's thunderstorming, and I'm not gonna get out in that. Also, Thanksgiving, major holiday, gym is not open. Do I own a treadmill? No, sure don't. So at that point, I'm like, okay, if I skip the day, I can't call it a Dopey simulation because it's not. There's a day skipped. Therefore, it doesn't count. Therefore, I am a failure. So I'm just not gonna run the rest of the weekend. And honestly, knowing what I know now about how work was gonna be that whole rest of the week and weekend, I wouldn't have had time anyway. Some of those days I was there almost 10 hours, and since daylight savings, it gets dark at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so that Dopey sim failure number 1. So the makeup, I guess, if you will, I decided I was going to try to do 22 miles the following weekend, so the weekend after Thanksgiving. Not like Black Friday, shop small Saturday, something better jump in my cart Sunday. I don't know what it is. But the following one. So I came out here to the trail and successfully did 22. I was super proud of that 22. I felt very good in it, with the exception of mile 10, where my knee kind of seized up, my right knee. Remember that knee, because she's gonna hate me from now on. So did the 22, feeling real good. I know that I take a long time to recover. That is not news to me. So I knew I was not gonna be really running a whole heck of a lot the following week, but I went out on Monday to do a recovery walk / jog with Gus, and that right knee, she said, no ma'am, absolutely not. We're not even gonna make it comfortable for you to walk. How about them apples? So fine, whatever. So I do that Monday. Thursday, I end up at the gym on the treadmill, feeling okay. Pulled out a really good time, average pace on the treadmill, faster than I've ever done before. But now looking back, it's like, at what cost? At what cost did I do that? Cost of my right knee. That's what. Continue to rest. Run club has not been meeting on Mondays because there are several run clubbers on the injured list. And again, the weather has been such that it's been pouring down rain almost every Monday. And I'm in rest mode. So fast forward to this week. I'm gonna try again, right? I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna do it again. No, I'm not. I can't do the simulation because this knee is bothering me so much. Because originally it was like, okay, I know I probably want to max out now between 16 and 18. So that would be the longest run of the sim. The run prior, somewhere between 9 and 10. The one before that, 4 to 5. And then to simulate the 5K, like a 45-minute walk. And I couldn't do it. Because this knee is bothering me so much. And I'm terrified. So the happy median that I came up with for myself was get out on Saturday and just try to do 10. Just try to do 10. Just do 10. And I came out here knowing that around mile 3.5 I was gonna have to have the hard conversation with myself of, how do you feel? Because this is an out and back. So if you go out 5, you got to come back 5 to get to the car. So that was like gut check time right there. And just now, 3.5, I shouldn't say just now, feels like 2 hours ago, 3.5, I was feeling fine. I was feeling good. And then 4.5 happened. And this very sharp pain in my right knee comes on once again, and I'm reduced to a walk. If you're anything like me, and I know that you are, because I know I'm not alone, every twinge, every sniffle, every anything, your mind goes to the worst because we are so close. We are so close. I get on a plane 2 weeks from Monday. So like from today, 16 days, and I get on a plane. And I can't run. So I think you might understand why there's just a slight touch of panic going through my mind right now. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm not keeping balloon lady pace. I can't. Can I be honest with you? I mean, I've always been honest with you, but this is the part, this November, December weeks of training, this is the part nobody talks about how hard it is to juggle a job, a family, a social life, your sanity. No one talks about how hard it is to keep all of that somewhat in order, but then also have 2 simulation weekends to be required essentially the timing of a second job to get out and do these miles. Is it worth it? Is that worth it to you? My honest answer right now, because my knee hurts and I'm just kind of in an Eeyore mood, is I don't know. I don't know that it is. Because this is the part that no one can prepare you for. I have learned so much about myself as far as my inability to juggle simultaneously 3 or 4 big life things. The job, this, family, friendships. I can't juggle all of that and do good at any of it. And so I've had to learn, because I'm not, you know, I'm like an eternal student. I'm always learning. I love to learn. If I could go back to graduate school, I absolutely would. I love to learn. So the thing that I've learned in this is that maybe I'm not cut out to juggle all these things. Maybe I need to find the priority, the real priority, and stick with that. Maybe what I've learned is my job wasn't bringing as much joy as it used to, and through all of this, it brought out what needed to change in that regard. I've learned that I love to follow a schedule. You want me to do something? Write it on a calendar. Tell me when and where, and I will be there. And I think that's why in all of this failure of November and December, I've had such a hard time being kind to myself, because I would look at that paper, at that Jeff Galloway plan. Oh, there's another one I didn't do. Oh, there's another one I didn't do. Didn't do that simulation weekend. Went and pushed it too hard on the treadmill. Probably injured myself because I'm trying to make up for something, to prove something. I don't handle that well. Find me someone who does. Let's get real. It's a lot. And so I know that this is like right now. This is how I'm feeling right now. It won't be how I feel in 3 weeks. It won't be. Better not be. And I know that the finish line, the joy, all of that is going to make this part a distant memory. But to be honest, this part sucks right now. Moving on to happier things. The event guide dropped yesterday, Friday. A little bit out of character for them to do a drop on a Friday, but I think with Christmas being on a Sunday, anyway, just throws everything. So I've already started working on animations for those maps. I'll start working on the script for all of that, and then get that shot and out at some point next week. And then at that point, we're tapering. So I'm tapering and recovering. A couple of y'all have asked about a packing video. I make no guarantees. I make no guarantees that I will get that out, but it's penciled in. but I make no guarantees. My focus now is to get this IT band thing figured out, because that's what this knee issue is. Got to get that figured out because, like I said, 16 days from now, 2 weeks from this coming Monday, 2 weeks from the day after this goes live, I'm on a plane past the point of no return. And I would much prefer to be walking all like hunched over and whatnot on Sunday, not because of the pain I'm in, but because I'm wearing 6 medals, right? So again, I think I've just rambled beyond what I needed to for this one, but it's been a minute and things have happened and you deserved an update. I didn't anticipate taking over a month off of the videos, nor did I anticipate essentially taking a month off of training, but that's what happened. And it'll be what it'll be. I don't know the outcome of it all. I'm glad I don't, because if it's bad, I wouldn't want to even go. Would you? I wouldn't. But it's okay. We're gonna be there. And I'm hoping to see a lot of you at the meetup on, was it the 4th? January 4th, Wednesday the 4th, at ESPN Wide World of Sports from 1 to 3 in or around the concourse for the baseball field, kind of just past where the food trucks are. So, okay, again, I think I've rambled enough for you. Sorry, it's been a while. I have missed you. I look forward to what the future holds here now that I will have more free time, less demand from a work schedule. I can focus more on videos and social media, connecting with all of you. So I'm excited for what 2023 has to offer, and it's going to get off to a great start by the Dopey Challenge. So make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will, my nose itches, I will see you in the next one, which will most likely be the event guide.